Are you an entrepreneur, no matter which industry? Then now is your chance to join a revolution. Establish yourself in a new business field and become an attractive supplier and employer. In construction, one of the most important economic sectors worldwide. In the next few minutes, we will show you how it works. Our society is currently faced with a paradoxical task. On the one hand, construction needs to increase significantly, and on the other hand, CO2 emissions and resource consumption must be reduced drastically. There is a rapidly growing demand for housing, industrial buildings, and robust and durable infrastructure. This is driven by a desire for larger homes, wider roads and streets, more durable bridges, and modern schools, as well as a growing global population. Concrete is the most widely used building material worldwide. However, it is also responsible for over 10% of global CO2 emissions and consumes the most resources. Simultaneously, the population's climate awareness is increasing. Climate protection laws and sustainability strategies aim to reduce CO2 emissions and resource consumption as quickly as possible. This means fundamental changes for everyone involved in construction, and particularly concrete construction. The solution to this conflict, carbon-reinforced concrete, replaces reinforced concrete. This efficient use of construction material has already become a huge trend in the 21st century. How is this possible? What makes carbon-reinforced concrete so special? Instead of using heavy, corrosion-prone steel as was common, it consists of tens of thousands of long, rust-proof and high-strength carbon fibers. Grids and rebar that function as reinforcements are made from these fibers. Carbon-reinforced concrete requires a lot less cement or sand than today's reinforced concrete. This means fewer resources and less CO2 is emitted. That's because carbon does not rust, so it does not need any corrosion protection. This saves the concrete that was previously only needed to protect the steel within the concrete. As a result, the amount of concrete in both new construction and renovation projects can be reduced by up to 80%, depending on the structure. Furthermore, eco-friendly concrete with a low cement content and recycled concrete, which barely provide enough protection against corrosion for steel reinforcement, are becoming applicable. Is carbon-reinforced concrete actually recyclable? Yes, carbon and concrete can be separated and repurposed independently. So what are all the benefits at a glance? Carbon-reinforced concrete reduces construction costs and is suitable for mass production. It can be used everywhere that reinforced concrete is currently being used. With its longer service life, the costs for maintenance, service time, and need for new construction is reduced, gaining up to 8% more usable and marketable space inside buildings thanks to slender construction design. This reduces construction costs per square meter of usable space. Existing buildings can be excellently renovated and strengthened with thin layers of carbon-reinforced concrete, which preserves the structure without significantly changing the appearance, weight of the construction, room height, or container volume. Preserving existing structures with less material, carbon reinforcement is easier to handle and requires less space for storage and transport. The construction allows for a completely new design with forms, and the possibilities for automation surpass those of reinforced concrete. Carbon is also electrically conductive and has a high electrical resistance. This means it can be used for surface heating. Where is carbon-reinforced concrete already being used? In new construction and redevelopment, civil and structural engineering. But why not timber construction? Isn't it better? Wood is an important building block for climate-friendly construction, but it is not an alternative to concrete. Natural resources would be depleted far too quickly. What opportunities do all these advantages of CRC offer you? The market for carbon-reinforced concrete is still very new. Many of the fields involved are being built up and expanded, from the processing of the raw materials to construction and recycling. You can apply and optimize existing materials, processes, machines, and services, and also develop and market your own products, services, and processes. Many key positions are being filled both regionally and globally. If you are convinced and want to work with carbon-reinforced concrete too, then you need a strong network and appropriate expertise. You need competent partners with whom you can develop and advertise your services in the CRC industry. A C3 Association membership is the simplest solution. Contact us today and become part of the carbon reinforced concrete revolution.